netted. Guess what? JK0 only scored 7.
Yeah, huge goal differential between these two sides. You can see there, he's representing an esports organisation in Kitsune, I believe that is how it's pronounced. 22 goals scored, you just said. 17 points, 5 victories, 2 draws. He's undefeated so far. Will he continue that undefeated streak? On the other hand, John Oliveira.
This guy needs to score more goals. 7 goals, but it's got him through the group. Maybe not the best results, but he's been to the big place. He's been to Miami, he's been to Vancouver, and he's competed there. He's competed at Ultimate Team events this year.
Do you think that could be a deciding factor in this two-legged game? He knows how to deal with the pressure. He knows how to deal with the big situations when he needs to. That could be a redeeming factor in this game.
It could be indeed, and it could be a case of a little bit like Cody the Finisher from Europe. 1-0s, 2-0s. Didn't need to score many goals, but at the same time, didn't always concede many goals.
And a lot of players, a lot of pros, Marlo springs to mind, another player, Ajax Kuhn, they said, who's the best player that you've played against this year? Mo Bamyan also said the same thing. They said Cody the Finisher. It was a fantastic player, very defensively sound. And that's what JK0 might be doing in this game.
There we go. It's a two-legged game, as you will have known by now. This is for place number 6 out of the 8. Still 2 more places after this, but more importantly, place number 28 at the grand final.
First thing that springs to mind instantly, John Oliveira's team is not using any of the big boys. Ronaldo's on the bench. Heung-min Son is starting. Sadio Mane is starting. Lukaku, I think that is starting. He's got Kante. He's got Christian Eriksen in the team. It's a full Premier League team. The first time we've seen that all tournament long.
Expect out from the trap performance here, like a dog. A dog trap that's racing around straight out from the word go. Goals,
like
goals, goals. 22 of the best. He's going to be looking to improve that even more. He's the highest score of the tournament in the group stage. He scored 22 of them. John Oliveira hasn't scored many at all. Maybe that's the Argentinian's play style.
And Filthy was the first person to end the trend of the higher seed, the lower seed beating the higher seed. Filthy finished top in his group. He went on to beat Dylan 4-3. That was the first time we've seen that all tournament long. Will NICOLAS continue that trend of being higher seed, knocking out the lower seed, or will it come back to bite?
Come back and bite. NICOLAS topped the group by no surprise when he's scoring 22 goals, and it was JK just snatched 4th place. Just snatched it in the end over on the PlayStation side of things.
So this Premier League team, what are your thoughts? No Messi, no Ronaldo, no Suárez. It's a full Premier League team. Ali, Kante, Eriksen, Mane, Son and Lukaku is front 3. No Aguero in his team. This could be the team that he uses on weekend league.
Maybe.
The team that he's comfortable with, and he just transitions
every player can afford, the big players, the 99 rated. I know they can use any player here, which a lot of players have had to do to adapt, but he would have been used to playing with this team. He would have enjoyed playing with this team. Lukaku.
Team of the season, Lukaku.
Yeah. If I had to compare him to anyone, maybe a Suárez, only because of the pace, but a hold-up player can finish as well. Not a finisher like Suárez, but...
Well, 92 pace, 99 shooting on Lukaku. That left foot is an absolute thunderbolt if he does get the chance to use it. Great physicality as well, can hold up the play well. I want to see how this Premier League team does stack up against this BBVA side of NICOLAS.
Be interesting to see, because he hasn't clearly scored many goals from it in the competition. Maybe he's changed up the team, maybe he's moved a few things around. He's probably been analysing overnight, saying I've only scored 7 goals, conceded 5.
But he's only conceded 5. That's one of the lowest conceded goals amount in this tournament.
No, he has done well there. I know that is Rafa, who's only conceded 2 goals. It will be the last game in action later on up against Zinho, the youngster. And then before that, it will be Spider Kong, Epsilon Joe. What a spectacle that's going to be. But we are here now in match number 6. 6th spot available, and there we go. 23rd goal of the competition. Cristiano Ronaldo doing what he does best. Edge of the box, finesse out your feet, and that's 1-0.
Yeah, and that probably shows why Ronaldo is used time and time again. He might be ruined that mistake of not including Ronaldo in his starting 11. John Oliveira. Ronaldo opens the deadlock, breaks the scoring of NICOLAS, and 23 now scored in this competition. Is a goal machine. Is NICOLAS
as well in goal. Interesting point over that. Is that linking up with maybe a certain player at the back? But why not?
Why not David De Gea?
Yeah, David De Gea. Thibaut Courtois, going full Premier League. Why not? And I think he's even playing David Luiz at the back. If I might be wrong there, but go for a strong link there.
I think it's very much just it doesn't need the chemistry because it is a full Premier League team. So
here comes Mane now. He's starting as well, more of a substitute than normal.
Yeah, Sadio Mane, that team of the season card, 91 rated, the Liverpool player. So I enjoy seeing this team, but maybe it's just a little bit outclassed here by the BBVA boys, Ronaldo, Suárez, Messi.
The players with the big high 90 rated cards. Kyle Walker involved in this attack, just trying to toy with that defending line. That ball could have easily went through to Messi and it could have been 2-0. Eriksen now will try and get the ball forward. The Tottenham attacking midfielder. First time we've actually really seen him being used in this event, or in really many of the Ultimate Team events. I know there's a number of cards that have come in throughout the course of the FIFA season. But Dele Alli, Eriksen maybe going for that Tottenham link up there as well. And
also need to remember this is on PlayStation 4 as well, this final, so legends aren't going to be in use.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
No Hullet, no Vieira.
Maybe that made some sort of effect to have an impact on that team. And
is Son going to get that? No. Also, another thing to point out, Heung-min Son is playing at centre forward, at left forward, so the maximum chemistry he can get, I think, is 6 or 7 chem. So he's going to be a slightly worse version of himself than we used to see coming off of the bench. That could be another factor given the Premier League side. I think it just is the exact same team that he uses on Weekend League that he's comfortable with.
I'm interested to see his bench, JK0.
I think I did see 99 Ronaldo. I think I did see 98 Messi.
Maybe
so
them as a. Maybe he's got quite a stat
super
bench.
subs.
Yeah, maybe a super sub bench if he needs to, because the chemistry would be locked in, and he brought them to be more just as a backup, because at the moment he's not really creating anything. I thought he'd realise, he's only scored 7 goals, unfortunately. He's here, obviously, well done for getting through the top 4.
He's made it to that top 4, so why change something that is working?
When you're up against the man that keeps scoring goals at this guy, that could have been a penalty on another day. 23 goals this guy's netted, and John of the area, he's only netted 5. Conceded 5, netted 7.
Yeah, it's a +2 a goal difference to the.
Here comes Ronaldo.
13 goal difference of Nicolas.
Scoop term. Everything's just being thrown in there, trying to get out a shot. Oh, lovely little bit of skill here. Low driven across. Oh,
Dele Alli getting back and getting a big block. Can we see a counter attack here from John? Son into, I think that's the run of Max Alonso from left back trying to support. Kyle Walker just shows that ball out of play, and once again it's Nicolas coming on the attacking, on the aggressive.
And Dele Alli there will just try and clear up the danger, only as far back as Suárez. What's he going to do here? Just using that analog stick ever so well. The skill moves, that one another day could be troubling Hugo. But just, yeah, he's got Azpilicueta and David Luiz at the back there. Maybe Courtois would have made more sense, but as you said,
personal preference.
As you said, personal preference. It's a BPL team anyway. At least we've got Alonso as well at left back. Walker is the choice at right back. It's a very interesting spectacle.
Yeah, I'm sure if the pink footies card were available, we might see the footies Luke Shaw use that 84 rated card, a very well-rounded card at left back to get the perfect link also to the 87 Chris Smalling, that footies card. So
Butland isn't a very, very high rated keeper, but he's a very good keeper still, yeah. So the footies were introduced, the SBCs have been a big talking point this year as well. It's a chance that you can build a team to get your hands on one of these very good players. Yeah,
I'm sure if we would have had a longer date for the players to lock in their squads, we might see a couple more of the premium SBC players used. Philippe Lam, Xavi Alonso, maybe Gerardo Lampard, very high rated, 94, 95 rated players, versions of them players. And you see the super subs come out here. Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi.
Not messing about now, he knows he needs goals. Half time it is 1-0 to Nicolas, the man that can't stop scoring in the group stage. Only scored 1 goal so far in this 2-legged final. Remember that after 45 minutes plus 90 in-games minutes, we'll have place number 28 confirmed in that grand final in London, and the 6th place from this competition. Yeah,
if you want to get involved on Twitter, use the hashtag FIWC Americas, or you can tweet at FIWC to tell us who you think is going to win this game, and more importantly, who you think is going to go on and win the whole tournament in London.
Make sure you let us know, but here we go. I reckon there's going to be a lot more goals in this one, so it's going to be a 1-0 stalemate. There's going to be more goals, and who will bite back next? But Ronaldo and Neymar was brought on for John of the Vieira. Now, can they make a difference? That's the question.
Paul Pogba down this side for John. Only as far as Sergio Ramos though. It's been a good defensive performance so far from Nicolas in the Argentina kit. You got to remember as well, if Nicolas does win this game over the course of 2 legs, that will be another nation represented.
It will be.
6 countries will have made it through.
Argentina it will be this time, and you've got to think, how many more is there? How many more are going to come out into the woodwork and come to compete in that grand final? See, 2 more big games will be on their way after this one Two have got a second leg to play here, then another two-legged games to play. One Xbox, one PlayStation.
Oh, Suárez.
Even a free kick.
Into the brick wall there. I think that was...
David Luiz.
David Luiz, or was it Max Alonso at the back there? If it is Max
Alonso.
Alonso.
No, I couldn't tell whether that was an afro or not on the head of him.
Alonso.
Marcus Alonso. It's quite a
midfield position there.
Position there. I don't know what's going on there.
Pogba into Walker, the Premier League side.
Walker's pretty high up the field as well. Maybe he's gone
attacking.
Yeah,
maybe ultra attacking
to get himself up there. Eriksen now
can shoot
going for a shot. And
what a card he is, 93 rated. Christian Eriksen from Spurs, the Danish international. He has got a long shot on him, and he has got some fantastic shooting abilities in his locker if you do give him that space.
The free kick gem, there's some really creative bars to get himself in the right areas. It's little things like that, the ones that make the intelligent runs, they all count. It makes a huge difference for these guys. If you have just joined, this is the FIFA Interactive World Cup Americas Regional Final, live from Los Angeles. This is real, well, I'm not even going to say the crunch time, we said it enough yesterday. This is really where everything's clinical now. The vital stages now in this competition.
Yeah, it's the final hurdle for a lot of these players, this grand final. This is the final that will progress them through to that huge final in London later on in August. Chance for Nicolas, Ronaldo into Messi, look onto the left foot, fires, and it's Hugo Lloris.
Seen them go in before. And Roma Man scored a perfect goal with Messi just like that, just opened up on the left foot, finessed it round. Here we go. Could this one just fall through to Ronaldo? He's trying to hustle for the ball.
Playing safe, play it out for a corner. I got taught when I was playing football, if
out
you
the
doubt,
window.
just get it out.
Back in my day, it was just out the window, easy as you like, out for a throw-in, not causing any danger. Here came the corner now. Kante.
He's been able to walk a long way with that football.
Too much respect. Edge now. Messi. Who's he playing to? Pogba wants to go. He's going to have a finesse, and that just took a flick off someone on the way out.
David Luiz, deflection there, could have gone anywhere. You see, zooming in on Nicolas, very, very focused in this game. Another corner for Nicolas. They're starting to build up now. Is he going to be able to get anything from these corners? Eriksen wins it back, but once again, high pressure from Nicolas.
Throwing now into Messi. He'll just play it short on the edge. Kante just having a little sniff round, see if he can find a way through. Messi now, will he just keep that ball? We're going to go back for a free kick. We're going to go back for a free kick.
Just on the edge as well. Could have been a penalty.
Here we go. Who's in that box? Suárez.
For Ronaldo there. I think it's Kyle Walker marking him. I think Ronaldo, if it does go into that front post, it would be the more likely to win a header.
Just chip it into that front post.
Just on the penalty spot.
Maybe he might go for this as a shot, actually, to be fair. We've seen free kicks like this hit the post from here. Not really going as such, but hit the post. I think he's going to go for it. Neymar into that front post, and Hugo Lloris will come out and will be brave on this occasion.
Individual skill here from Neymar. Finds the space.
Cut it back. He doesn't need to. He's going to try and drive it all the way through. Oh, what a goal! Swivel turn from Ronaldo.
There's a reason this man scored 22 goals in the group stage. He makes it 24 for the competition. Ronaldo makes it 2. And more importantly, he is 2-0 up in this game.
And what an advantage that could be there. Angry face from Jonathan Vieira. He needs to change something now. Straight into the subs. Straight into changing something up. You need to go for it now. He's got for a 4-2-3-1. Is he just going to have a narrow formation there?
So he's looking probably for team of the year Suárez to make a difference for him. He's already used the 3 substitutes in Ronaldo, Suárez and Neymar. He's had Hazard on the bench as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Hazard potentially start next game in place of Son, because Son's not really done anything for him in this game.
Maybe too little, too late. He should have maybe structured his team in the way that he could have used his players.
If he does get 1 goal now, though, it's not all over.
Yeah,
it's a 2-legged game.
I was thinking to myself, if he goes in 1-0 down, it's not all over. Now it's 2. This is where it could start to get a little bit feisty now. It's where your head starts to drop. And it gets worse and worse for you. Suárez now. Trying to feed that ball, and he's the super sub. Can he be the main man to get a goal back in this game for Jonathan Vieira? JKO.
Definitely needs a goal, because Nicolas, if he does score the next goal in this game, you've got to think it's a very, very big hill to climb. It's a molehill into a mountain for
this is the PlayStation side as well. This will be deciding after this next game, not this game, after the second leg, it will be deciding who's taking place number 3 out of the 4 of the PlayStation players, and place number 6 out of the 8 in that London final. Place number 28. Chip all the way to the back post, and Lloris can only parry.
Naby Keita back into Pogba.
Oh, this is beautiful on the edge. Dembele, Ousmane Dembele, and over the bar.
Yeah, good effort there from Dembele. The substitute coming on for Nicolas, trying to extend his lead to 3. 79 minutes just about to tick over to 80 with this goal kick, and Nicolas looking very, very comfortable, the Argentine, in this game.
Walker, Min Son, superb player, hasn't really shown his worth yet in this second day of fixtures. Maybe better than an assist here and there, but no goals to really talk about. He's not really more of a super sub, unless you're kind of linking up the Premier League, the likes of the big boys from Liga BBA. Chance there, but no real purpose in that pass. Half-hearted effort there, not really any weight in that pass from Min Son.
Yeah, Suárez eyeing up Kyle Walker, I think, on this side now. Marcelo down the line for Ronaldo, just giving him the space to run into. Walker does win it back. Let's see if JK or John Oliveira can get a goal in this game to really tighten up that second leg, because as it stands, Nicolas, with that 2-goal cushion, he is fairly comfortable in that second leg.
Marcus Alonso just maybe not just doing enough to get round Walker. Literally minutes remain, seconds, real life time. Naby Keita there just getting the ball along the field there, just up the line into Suárez. Hasn't really proved any worth for John Oliveira, who did sub him on late on into this game.
Do you think he might be ruining the chance of not using the huge players now from the start?
Yes and no. As you said, he obviously qualified for a reason, and
he's sticking loyal.
He's sticking loyal. Obviously, it happened for a reason. He did qualify with that team, so he's not going to want to change anything. Yes, he had those super subs, but maybe they're brought on too late. Maybe bring them on straight away when the chemistry has locked in.
Yeah, I know if you
last chance before that final whistle. Neymar, that goes back post. That could be causing trouble. Lurie just get it out. It's only got as far as Ronaldo. Could it be worse to the back post? And just off the line, that could have been 3-0, and that could have been even worse. But the full-time whistle goes. Nicolas 2, JK0 0.
That just little that play there. I'm still 2-0. It's a huge game. That little play there at the end of the game, that could be huge in the context of this game, because if Nicolas makes it 3 in going into his second leg, game over, in my opinion. But JK0, Lloris with an absolutely massive save on the line, diving across his goal and keeps it at 2-0. JK0 is still alive in this final.
Already that he's already down in the dumps at the moment, 2-0 down. If that goal went in, and the way it did, Lurie was just everywhere, just flapping at it. Next thing you know, went all the way across the box, made a fantastic save off the line. If that went in 3-0 down, you're right, Rich. His head was going to be down. And with that BPL team, it's not really doing anything for me at the moment.
Yeah, let's jump over to Bill on the stage with the 2 players from this final.
Hey guys, we're here. It is the halftime. There is 1 leg remaining. Now I have to ask you, you were the front runner in goals throughout the entirety of the group stage, and that is showing here as you are already up 3 goals to none. Are you going to change your mindset coming into that second leg, or are you going to continue to put on the aggression?
Fuiste el líder en hacer goles hasta ahora. ¿Quieres saber si vas a cambiar tu táctica o si vas a seguir siendo agresivo en el segundo partido?
Depende de cómo se desarrolla el partido, ¿no? Pero uno mayormente trata de ser agresivo para lograr más goles.
It depends on how the game develops, but one always tries to score as many goals as possible.
Now, you were revered as one of the best defensive players on this, and being down 2 goals to none, as I'm getting that correction, are you going to change things up and try to be a little bit more aggressive, or are you just going to try to see if you can keep your consistency and potentially snag a couple goals to even things back up?
I mean, I got to go for it at this point, right? It's balls to the walls or nothing, right? Go big or go home.
Now, with that, how do you feel that the emotions and just the overall intensity is really playing into your strategy? Does that add to things? Does it deduct from it? How does it really change how you're approaching the second leg?
A little bit of both. It adds a little bit, nervousness. It takes away a little bit. Nicolas is a great opponent, so I know what I'm up against. And, yeah, my back's against the wall. I just got to come out swinging.
You've got the great defense. You've got the even better offense that's working right now, but which one are we going to see? Guys, second leg. Let's go.
You heard it from him. Needs to throw a few big punches like in a big boxing fight here.
Mayweather versus McGregor. Best defense versus best offense. Let's see which one does come out on top.
And he's 2-0 down at the moment. Let's go and see that game. See actually what went wrong for him. The BPL team just didn't really do enough in that game up against a superb kind of hybrid that we're used to seeing at the moment from every other player. That was Ronaldo that kicked things off there. Just watching back in the replay. It was a lovely, elegant finish there. And then it got a little bit worse for him. Save there. It seemed like it was one-way traffic at the moment. We saw a goal go in earlier on in the competition from Roma man there. And And it kind of just got even worse. I think that one was the one that just was saved in the last minute.
If this
that
went
could have been
in,
3-0.
Hugo is diving across his goal. If that goes in, it's 3-0. I think you're looking at a game over. You heard from JKO there. He just needs to come out, go big or go home.
Very simple. Play the best ever 90 virtual
Play the best
minutes
ever
of you.
FIFA game you've ever played in your life.
Go to London or go home. As he said, you're going to go big, going to be in a grand final, and it's going to be a very interesting climax this second game.
Yeah, if you are just joining us for the second leg of the Fiwc American qualifiers. Yesterday we had 7 rounds of fixtures. Today we are in the knockout stage. The top 4 from each group. We had 4 groups of 8 progress through to this huge knockout stage. 2 legs, single elimination bracket. This is group, I believe this is group 2. The 4th player in group 2 versus the top player in group 1 from the PlayStation 4 side of things.
It'll be place number 28 in London. Remember, there's 8 places available for America. We've already seen 5 different nations already in there from this region. Could it be 6 at the moment? It's looking that way with the man from Argentina, Nicolas.
Yeah, 6 points separated these two sides in the 2 groups that they were represented in. And Nicolas is proving why he did finish top of the group, Brandon. 2-0 at half-time, you could say, in the we just finished 1 leg.
The highest scorer as well.
What does he need to carry on to do in this second leg? Just need to carry on what he was doing in that first leg?
The first goal he needs, remember, he scored 22 games in the group. Goal difference of 13, the best goal difference, I believe, around this competition.
Also, Nicolas hasn't lost a game in this tournament. 5 wins, 2 draws in the group stage. This first leg, he just won 2-0. He could be undefeated all tournament long. What a stat that would be.
It would be a fantastic stat. 24 goals he has netted, though. The issue that John Oliveira has in JKO, he's only scored 7. With that BPL team, I don't get me wrong, I've just looked at it there. Loads of blue cards in it, loads of big, high-rated players, but not doing enough for me in the final third.
Yeah, definitely not doing enough for you in the final third. Nicolas, I think he is starting, he does load into the game with, I think it's a 4-3-3 third variation. He's got Kante, he's got Kyle Walker, David Luiz in his team, Paul Pogba as well, that one-to-watch card, and then you go over to the BBVA, pretty much full Real Madrid left-hand side of his team. Ramos, Marcelo, Modric, Ronaldo, Messi, Suárez. Enough talking, let's jump right into this game, this second leg of action from the Fiwc American qualifiers.
JKO, he said he needs big swings in there like in a boxing match. Remember, this is, just say this is round 6 onwards. You know, he's probably feeling it right now. He's probably just searching around on the floor for a bit of hope, a bit of jubilation.
Yeah, searching for hope. He's been knocked down. He needs to get back on his feet, dust himself off, Rocky Balboa-esque, and carry on punching, carry on going forward if he wants to get back into this game.
Make sure the next hammer punch is his and he gets back into this game. It's going to be interesting approaching these two. Do you think Nicolas would have changed his defense? Would he go? He doesn't need to change anything. He's 2-0 up. Everything's going well for him at the moment.
Why change if you're winning? That's one of the mantras coming into this, into the FIFA esports in general. If you are winning, there's nothing to change. And let's see if he can carry on where he left off.
Don't change your winning way, they say. There's Suárez there, was just trying to get around the side of that centre half. I think it might be Nazbilliqueta at the time there. Just covering around about the 91 rated team of the season card, is that correct?
Yeah, team of the season card. And just so if you are joining us now, Nicolas, as you can see at the top, 2-0 up. That was the first leg. The scoreline underneath is the current game that we are watching. 0-0, 5 minutes gone in this game. Nicolas leading 2-0 after that first leg.
And it's JKO playing, kicking from left to right, sorry, in that USA strip. It's that kind of blue, say away Argentina strip for Nicolas. He scored so many goals and he looks like he's just going to go and score more and more. 24 he's netted so far in this competition. He's been unbeaten in the group. He's played ever so well. And at the moment, he's doing everything right to get himself into London. Yeah,
he's doing everything right. He had a fantastic group stage. Most goals scored in the whole tournament, Brandon. 22 goals in that group stage. And he started where he left off yesterday with a 2-0 victory in this first leg.
He hasn't conceded as well so far in this game, which is superb for him, especially in the second leg now. Simple as it is, win your next, or win the battle over the next 79 minutes, 90 minutes overall, then you're in London. You get your ticket, you get your plane ticket, you're flying from Argentina to London, 16th to 18th of August. You're going to be battling out for that $200,000 prize pot.
Against some of the very, very best in FIFA, the likes of Vitality Rocky, #TAS, Unilike Gorilla, some of the huge names who will be there representing themselves and their current and their esports organisations, football clubs at the grand final.
To get into London, what a huge, step forward that is, especially for some of these guys that aren't signed by organisations. A superb FIFA nevertheless for John Vieira. He's been to Season 1, Season 2 and Season 3. This is Season 3, the FIFA Interactive World Cup. Season 1 and Season 2, there's different locations depending on what region you're in. Miami, Vancouver was here. It was Paris and Madrid for the European boys as well.
And then Sydney and Vancouver for the rest of the world.
There you go, Pogba now, trying to just find a way through that. Bit of a strong start I'm feeling at the moment from JK, but without a goal.
Chance here,
You're not really doing much with it. Min Son now. He's got an option inside if he wanted to use him.
In the middle.
That's Sanchez. He started this game. I think I saw him last game. Sanchez tried to just too long. Took too long on the ball.
Last game he started with Lukaku, and this game he has started with Sanchez. Maybe he thought the pace injection was needed in that final third. Sanchez, good bit of skill dribbling into Ericsson. Look for the shot. Ooh. I like that finesse shot there. Similar to Ericsson in real life, he can pretty much shoot from anywhere across the box. 5-star weak foot as well, so a very, very good card, the Tottenham and Danish international.
Sanchez there just trying to see what he could, just to whip that ball into the box. Intercepted on Messi. Is he playing left back here, or is he just having a little run around to
He's just doing his home nation proud.
Yeah, he is. It wouldn't surprise me that he's in that team, of course. Very proud Argentinian player Nicolas is, and if he wins this and it stays the same way the score, he'll be the 6th player out of the 8 competing in that London place number 28 out of the 32 he'll be taking, and more importantly he'll be representing the whole nation on his shoulders.
Yeah, and he will be the 6th player from a different nation.
Yep.
We've had 6 different nations from the 6 players if it stays as it is, but JKL will be trying to stop that, and he'll be trying to put his name on that plane ticket instead, but he needs 2 big goals to force a golden goal situation in this game.
At the moment, nothing's really coming. He looks like he's just sitting back. He's 2-0 down. He's probably trying his hardest, but the way it's looking now, he's not really getting himself out there. I would have maybe started a little bit more attacking with your formation in this game, but he hasn't really done that. Here's a chance now for Kyle Walker of all players. I don't think he's going to risk the shot there. Recycles back to Kante, Suárez,
Messi on his left foot.
Why can't you have a shot? Oh, there you go. The man from Argentina is sending the man from Argentina to London for that big grand final.
Yeah, it's extremely poignant. Who else would it be than Lionel Messi for the Argentine Nicolas to send him 3 goals up. Got a 3-goal advantage 30 minutes into this second leg, and as it stands, he will be going to London to represent Argentina, and more importantly, to be an equal share of playing for $200,000.
If there's one thing I've learned from this tournament is that Messi can shoot. He can shoot from distance. He can score from distance. Before, it was more a Ronaldo kind of show from distance. Well, guess what? Messi, there's a reason he's got 99 cards. There's a reason why, it's the Messi or Ronaldo debate that goes on for year after year after year, because he's that good in the game still. 99 rated card, and he can score from distance. He's continued to score finesses, top corner, 30-yard shots. Everything's going in for that guy.
He said yesterday it was Luis Suárez who was the man of this show. Today, Lionel Messi has proved himself. Well. Huge, huge goals when the player needs him most.
At the moment, I don't think John Vieira is going to be able to get back up off that ring. Just been knocked down again with a big knockout punch.
Yeah,
3-0 down.
He's been dealt a huge uppercut, Anthony Joshua style, and let's see if he can get back into this game. John Vieira needs to go before half-time. He's got any chance of winning this game or forcing a golden goal situation.
Mane, there's an option there if he could have played him through. Didn't want to. That Dele Alli there, just having a sniff round. Ericsson not really doing too much either, and for me, I think it's just goes back to the choice of team. If you can't beat them, join them. Normally is the motto they're saying.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's stuck loyal to the Premier League side that maybe got him to this competition.
Yeah, maybe he used them in the big events as well, the season 1s, the season 2. Remember, he's been to both of them. He's been to Miami, he's been to Vancouver, and he was a top 6 player, I believe. I'm not saying that correct. I believe he is a top 6 player at those events, and he's done exceptionally well there.
Yeah, he has. He's proved himself to the American in the American region before, but on this occasion, it's NICOLAS99. Proving why he's one of the best young players around, and more importantly, why he will be representing Argentina in that huge grand final.
At the moment, there could be a chance now for Modric, just trying to toy that back line. That would have been a beautiful goal.
That would have been an absolutely fantastic goal. Modric, the skill dribbling, unbelievable there. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Moves it onto his left foot, low driven across the goalkeeper, and flashes
past the post. By default, but He's so good in the attack. We've seen over these 2 days, he's been unbelievable in the attacking third.
Well, he can play centre defensive midfield, he can play centre mid, centre attacking mid, or even behind the striker in a centre forward.
Killer ball, Modric again there, just trying to get involved in that attack. Fell back out to Modric now, out to Messi, the man that scored that third, or the first goal in this game, the third on aggregate for Nicolas. He's doing ever so well with his skill dribble. I think JK is getting frustrated now. That one went to the back post, and there you go. Half-time whistle, 3-0. It's now or never. Get into your substitutes. You've got to go for it at the back. You've got to go for it.
Yeah, domination from Nicolas, 58% possession from him. We're going to see a change from JKO. I think it's going to be a formation change. Switching to the 4-2-3-1. It's not the 4-2-3-1 second variation, it's the first variation. Actually, he's going to switch formation once again. It's going to be to a flat 4-3-3. It's going to be to a 4-3-3 attack, so the centre attacking mid is going to be used. Sanchez, Mane and Son at the front three. Eriksen in at cam, Ronaldo coming on, Neymar coming on for Eriksen at cam. Sanchez moving back into centre attacking mid, Neymar moving into striker, so attacking changes well and truly coming out in full force.
In full force indeed. Ronaldo is on, Neymar's on, as you just said, and getting behind is the thing that I normally go towards, to be honest. He's just basically saying, probably going to say to Son as well, stay up or stay forward while attacking.
Yeah, he's probably put get forward on that front three, and then on his 90 rated Son at centre attacking mid, he's put get into the box for crosses. So maybe that's a sign of things to come, crosses into the box from his wide players.
He needs everything now. We see goals straight from the second half whistle. Let's see one now, because if it comes now, I'm not saying fairy tales do come alive, but you never know. You never know.
So in the interview with Jump at half-time, after the first leg, he said that he needed to go full out, go big or go home. Have you seen that from JKO in this second leg?
No. To be pretty honest, it seems like he just sat back and he's taken the hit, and it was the first goal from Messi. Don't give Messi a player of that quality time from distance. Is there any way back though for Pogba? Come on, Oliveira, get yourself a goal, get yourself back in this tie, because you're a fantastic player. You're here for a reason.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that run from Luis Suárez to the middle of the pitch. He's going to play it into Messi.
Look,
Marcelo's on the overlap.
Run from Marcelo. I know you're winning 3 on aggregate, but you can get players forward like that because he doesn't need to score.
It seems very casual from Nicolas at the minute. Like, he doesn't need to do anything really. He got the 2 goals in that first leg. He's got an early goal in this game from Lionel Messi, and he's very, very casual. He's very composed, just like he's playing a weekend league match, really.
Messi chipped all the way over there, and he fell into the path of Kante. Of all people, I think he's playing right centre midfield in that line across the middle. I think it's a 4-3-3 when we saw it.
Yeah, John Oliveira, he's just, I think could you say he's gave up? I think, is it too early to say that? But it just seems very...
If he gets the goal now...
lackadaisical.
Very lackadaisical. If he gets the goal now, he'll come alive. But the problem is, he needs to get a goal. He needs to have a shot. Oh, could this be worse? Could this be 4-0? Neymar, easy as you like. There's the finesse for you. He went out, he committed, and when you commit sometimes, you commit too much. 4-0 on aggregate now. We've seen some of the fans wave the hands. That's game over. That's game over. Nicolas is going to London.
Yeah, 4-0 the scoreline. You can see the replay here. Neymar gets it through. He's got 5-star weak foot Neymar. He can take it on his right or his left. It is his left foot. Slots it past the goalkeeper. Nicolas 2-0 in this game. Overall, the bigger picture, 4-0. He does lead, and he's 35 minutes away from booking that place to London and receiving that huge ticket, which will book him his place in that grand final, where he could be winning $200,000.
Life-changing amounts of money, what the FIFA Interactive World Cup offers. The biggest FIFA event to date, the competitive FIFA event to date at this moment in time, and a huge event, nevertheless, something you have to be part of. If you're part of that, remember, you know, I think Nicolas even signed to an organisation, is he? And well, even if he is signed to an organisation, he's going to get bought out of that contract. The football club may come involved. Why can't an Argentinian club just River Plate? They could jump into the scene if they wanted to. Kante, little chip all the way across now. Could it be even worse for him? All across, surely not. There we go. It's even worse for him now. 5-0 on aggregate. Ousmane Dembele, tight it back. Suárez, easy as you like. And
very, very
just look
casual.
at the face. Look at the face of John Oliveira.
He knows
defeated.
It's game over. Dembele into Suárez, casual as anything. Suárez slots it past Lloris. I think the Premier League side has become unglued here. I think that's been the defensive cracks that have come to show here from JKO, John Oliveira, using that Premier League side. On the other hand, Nicolas, he used the super team, and I'm sure Kitsuno Esports will be very, very happy with this performance.
Could it be a goal back? There is a goal back. But a little fact for you. There you go.
That's what we like to see.
He's got himself a goal.
That's what we like to see. He knows the game over, but he's enjoyed himself. 5 goals to 1 down, and that made me chuckle.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. But a little fact as well: the amount of goals that he's conceded in this two-legged game was the amount of goals he conceded in the whole of the group stage yesterday. 5 goals he conceded in the whole of the group yesterday. He's conceded 5 goals in a two-legged game.
Yeah, definitely. I think
at least the BPL boys are alive in there.
Yeah, they're still alive and kicking. Does that just show how good Nicolas is in that attacking third?
Unbelievable. That's 27 goals he's recorded in this whole competition, the most to date at this moment in time. And what a record it is for such a young player.
Yeah, Neymar holding on to the ball here. John Oliveira having a little bit of fun with that goal celebration, and
that's what you like to see, even at the hardest of times in the competitive world. Good sportsmanship all round the shop. Marcos Alonso. There's another goal in this. If I saw a 5-5 comeback, I don't know what I'd do.
I honestly do not know what the reaction would be. He'd probably get booked for taking his top off and running around.
Probably one round. He's got that chain on as well, just be careful of that. Suárez into Walker now. For some reason, Suárez wearing a number 3. Oh, no, he's not. He's wearing a number 9. Apologies. Suárez.
Nicolas, though, let's talk a little bit about him throughout this competition. Unbeaten throughout this whole tournament.
He's gone the whole way. Here's a chance. Suárez! There you go. There's number 6. 6-1 on aggregate.
And for me, Nicolas has been one of the best players throughout this tournament. He's been unbeaten. The real question is, how far can he go in London with keeping up this performance?
Can he compete against Europe? But if he keeps playing like this against big players, he's not afraid. He's fearless. He's young.
His attacking prowess has been unbelievable all tournament long. If you think Nicolas will be able to continue and keep this up, be sure to get involved. Hashtag FIWC Americas on Twitter. At FIWC is who you want to be tweeting. And can Nicolas go all the way in London?
Can he? We'll wait and see. 16th to the 18th of August is the date for that big round final in London. It will all be live. It will all be streamed for you. And hopefully it'll have a huge audience. It's the biggest event to date. The biggest eSport FIFA event to this date. £200,000 for first. Oh, pounds, sorry. Dollars. Just to put out there. $200,000 for the winner. The biggest prize pot to date. Or the biggest first place prize.
Yeah, it just shows the way in which FIFA is growing. It's a huge e-sport now with the inclusion of the FUT Champions, the Weekend League, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. More football clubs getting involved, more esports organisations getting involved.
It looks like John Oliveira will be going back to wherever he is from the USA, of course. I'm not sure exactly where he's come from, but on the other hand, there'll be Nicolas flying back to Argentina. He'll be very happy. I think he's brought his dad with him. I could just see him giving a few fist pumps saying, that's game over, that's done. Ooh, I need to flex into the goal there, but what an impressive scoreline. 6-1 on aggregate, wasn't it?
Yeah, 6 goals to 1, 4-1 in this game. The first leg did finish 2-0, and once again, first beating fourth in this group stage.
Could have been even worse, could have been 7 now. Neymar, and 6 people will be there from the 8 after this game, but more importantly, 6 different countries out of a region. Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, the list goes on. USA, Argentina,
Canada.
So many. 6. And we've still got 2 more big games to come.
Yeah, we've got a huge game coming up next after this game has finished between Spider Kong and Epsilon Joey. And then the final game of the day, Rafa versus Zazinio.
The youngster.
2 more players will be booking their place to London. But as this game just wraps up, Nicolas, 6 goals to 1. One of the best performances we've seen all day in this championship, on this championship Saturday day.
Most convincing performance. We've seen big results in 7-1s. We've seen, hello. Marcos Alonso, he is alive.
What a finish that is for Marcos Alonso.
He's shaking his head because he's like, how's that happened? It's taken me that long to have a shot. Left foot, outside of the boot. Some of that's curled round and gone into the top-hand corner past David De Gea.
He's probably thinking to himself, why have I not
shot?
Why have I not played with this fearlessness throughout this game? He seems to have been very timid during this game. He's not took on the shots when he needs to. He's been very calm and very just not being attacking enough, really. John Oliveira.
Shot from distance. And there you go, full-time whistle. Nicolas takes place, number 28 in London, number 6 out of the 8 from the Americas regional final. And congratulations to that man. A number of 28 goals scored in this competition, the most so far. And what a player we have here.
Yeah, we've got a fantastic player who will be heading to the Fiwc Grand Final with Argentina on behalf of Argentina, representing his home country. And more importantly, Kitsuno Esports, they've got a presence at that Grand Final.
Yeah. That's 6 different countries from one region.
That game, looking at the group stages before it, it sort of spelt the way it were going to go.
Yeah.
Big goal scorer versus a person who doesn't concede a lot but doesn't score a lot.
JK only scored 7 goals, conceded 5. Over that leg, over those 2 legs, he conceded more goals in that game.
That he did 7 games yesterday.
7 games. So different approach. Maybe mentally he was not switched on as he liked to, but he scored 2 goals and we got a little bit of a reaction from him as well.
Yeah, it shows Nicolas though how involved he is in this. He can switch it on straight away. He's had 2 games to play today. He's had 1 game, 2 legs. Straight in, I need to play this game. I need to switch on to my full capacity. And that's exactly what he's done.
So let's head over to jump, as always, with our winner, Nicolas.
Somebody grab a pail of water because this man's foot is on fire. Our next ticket gets booked to London. Congratulations to you. That was just an outstanding performance by you. How does it feel being able to not only go to London but represent Argentina, putting such a stellar performance that you had?
Primeramente, felicitaciones. ¿Cómo se siente no solo obtener el ticket para ir a Londres, pero representar a Argentina?
Muchas gracias, primero que nada. Y nada, es una buena sensación. Me siento bastante conforme con el rendimiento que hice en el torneo. Y nada, contento.
First of all, thank you, and it's an amazing sensation, and I feel very happy with my performance throughout the tournament, and I'm just very happy and honored.
You were probably the most outstanding player when it comes to a high-octane offense. It was goal after goal. You had the highest score in the group stages. You pulled off an unbelievable number of goals in this knockout stage. What do you think when you come into these games with this such aggressive mentality?
Obviamente fuiste top, el que hizo el máximo número de goles en la fase de grupos, el más agresivo, atacando ofensivamente. ¿Qué pasa por tu cabeza cuando entras a estos partidos y cómo salís adelante con tanta agresividad?
Y todo se resume en una mentalidad agresiva, ¿no? En jugar con presión, ir por los goles. Hacer más y más goles es lo que te hace ganar.
It all starts with just going in with an aggressive mentality. At the end of the day, keeping that mentality throughout the game is what drives me to score the goals and in the end win these matches.
Well, the firing foot of Argentina pushes through and books his ticket to London. 2 spots remain, and we've got a very interesting featured matchup coming up next. Announcers, what do we have in store?